So I was watching to see what was I saying, what I was saying before they interrupt. Every time they interrupt, it's very hard to ignore because it's just the weird noise picks it up and makes it louder. So I put this up here. You guys heard the difference in the sounds, but the weird noise makes it louder. So it's hard to ignore it. So what I'm going back to talking about is that how they made this public was they had these people calling each other to hear it so that various people would hear it. It was already out there. When I was doing my videos in 2019, you couldn't make out exactly the words. What they did was take away the reason, for whatever reason, you couldn't make out the exact words and make it clearer for you to hear words, even in the videos. In 2018, it wasn't that way. And what they keep trying to say is, no, you could hear words in 2018. So let's talk about that. If you're saying that you could hear exact words in 2018, that means they were doing it. I'm not debating whether or not they were doing it in 2018. Like I said, they definitely were. I'm debating how it was done. In 2018, I had my iPhone, and this is why I can't stand these stupid ass people. I've been telling you folks, on my iPhone, I thought this coming from the phone. I switched in December 2018 to the Jitterbug phone. And I didn't hear them coming from that. So I think what happened, since the Jitterbug phone didn't pick it up the way the iPhone did, in 2019 they made it out loud so there would be no way I couldn't hear it. So 2018, when I'm letting you listen to the recordings on the iPhone, it does sound clearer because it's the iPhone. Now, my question is why they switch. I'm guessing it's because I went from the iPhone to the Jitterbug. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? They'd have me arguing about that, but I answered their fucking question. This is what the fuck they are. They use my answers to things to help them create AI to help them answer other stupid questions. Most human beings don't ask stupid questions like they do. That's what I'm saying. They get along with each other because they're all fucking dumb. As rocks, as the the biggest rocks. They're dumb. They can't think. Most people, I've been with the public since, I say college because even in high school, I wasn't with the public that much. But since college, and most people ask smart questions. They don't ask these stupid ass questions. And they don't keep asking about the same thing over and over and over again. These are people who are dumb. These are dumbass people. The other big thing about this is that if they're admitting to defrauding Medicaid to get tests that they are diagnosing the right way, then I have to keep doing the test over and over again. I shouldn't have to keep doing the fucking test over and over again. We already know it's neurological. Now we got to find out why. Why would they insist on putting this shit in my apartment that makes it worse? You've seen me when I was doing better. They're trying to say, well, doesn't that affect? No, it doesn't affect shit. They did this to me. I'm not going to protect them from anything. I'm telling you their names. It's Eric Shafir. I heard his voice. He has a thing about his voice that's unique. Maria Allers, Felicia Allers. They said it was Sabrina, the cousin, and Kimberly. I'm not sure about those two. Why would they be involved in my life? I went to elementary school with Felicia. We graduated in 1987. Why would Eric Shafir be around? I haven't seen him in person since 1996. Why would Father McShane be around? They said Father McShane used to coach me gently with this system. What kind of fucking shit is that? They said Father Rossi from the Catholic Church over here on what is this? This would be Co-op City Boulevard, and I don't remember the cross street, would have been involved. Why? Why would any priest be involved? I'm gotta keep telling the names of these folks so that the world can start looking into it. The more eyes we have on this situation, the better, because they're a bunch of fucking liars. And when you hear their voices and you can match what they've done in the past to what they're doing now, it's making sense. They wanted to kill me because they said that something happened and they thought I would accuse someone of trying to molest me when I was 15. Again, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? What it has to do is with what I've been telling you. This is a mafia. I was at Lacoste in 2017, and here's a big deal. They used to want us to open the store without anyone else there. You should never open a boutique in New York City as only one person, especially when the register isn't anywhere near the front door. So I opened the boutique, and I have to do something. All of a sudden, this big white guy comes to the back, and I'm by myself in the boutique, and sits on the couch in the back. Now, I can't see the door from back there. So I say, "Excuse me, could I help you with something?" And he just looks at me and acts like, "Yeah, what are you going to do about it?" I called the police, and he left. That's my point. That shit is not something that should be happening to anybody. You should never open a boutique. If I'm running late and my partner, keep the door closed until I get there. If my partner's running late and I'm there, keep the door until that person gets there. You should never have one person in any business in New York City. I don't care what the business is, because that is setting that place up for a problem. And that's something they wanted to do. And I want to say, if we're making a lot of money for a company, why do you have to be cheap? They said they wanted to be cheap because they felt that they could balance the books that way. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. So I got to put all this shit out there so that it starts to make sense that something happened in 2016 when I started working at Lacoste. Nobody ever did that shit before then. They say, "Is that the same guy who came to Saks Fifth Avenue?" How the fuck would I know? You guys seem to know more about this than I do. Why would it matter? There is no, I got to say one thing. There is no way I would be connected to some big white guy. There is none. There is nobody. So where would that come from? It had to come from these folks. And what they keep trying to explain to themselves and each other, they're as dumb as can be, is that that's they're trying to remove that situation from 2017 and put it back in 2000. They said 2009. That didn't happen in 2009. They said then it's 2008 then, I think. That's my point. They're dumb, and they want me to sit and explain my situation to them. I'm not. I'm going to sit and explain it to this audience. And yes, I do send a lot of my videos on Twitter to at the CIA, the FBI, Homeland Security, everyone in the world. Because if this continues to happen, something bad they said is going to happen to me, and everyone in the world will know they're to blame because they didn't lift a finger to stop this shit from happening. Thank you for watching.